Hi students, now let's start our new chapter, chapter 5, working with Windows operating system. The main concepts you are going to learn in this session: introduction to Windows operating system, various versions of Windows, Windows desktop, the window and elements of window, start menu, managing files and folders, shutting down or logging off your computer. So what is operating system? In the previous chapter we discussed about operating system. What is operating system? An operating system is a system software that acts as an interface between user and computer hardware. So it acts as an interface. Okay. There are so many operating systems are available. What are they? Windows, Linux, Unix and so on. In this chapter you are going to learn about Windows operating system. Okay. What is Windows operating system? It is the most popular operating system. We all know that. Multiple applications can execute simultaneously in Windows. So you can call it as Windows operating system supports multitasking. Okay. You can execute multiple applications simultaneously in Windows operating system. So you can call it as multitasking. Windows operating system uses both keyboard and mouse as input devices. What is the use of mouse? It is used to interact with the Windows by clicking its icons. What is the use of keyboard? It is used to enter alphabets, numerals and special characters. Okay. What are the main functions of Windows operating system? First function is access applications. Applications means programs. So access applications on the computer, which means word processing, games, spreadsheets, calculators and so on. These are the commonly using applications. You can access all the applications by using Windows operating system. And the next function is load any new program on the computer. You can install or load any new program on your computer by using Windows operating system. Next function is manage hardware. Hardware means what? Printers, scanners, mouse, digital cameras and so on. These all the hardware devices will be managed by the Windows operating system. And the next function is file management activities. For example, creating, modifying, saving, deleting files and folders. So you can create files, you can modify files, you can save files, you can delete files, and you can do all the file management activities in the Windows operating system. And last function is change computer settings such as color scheme, screen savers of your monitor, etc. So you can change computer settings by using Windows operating system. These are the commonly using functions of Windows operating system. Next topic is handling the mouse. What is mouse? Mouse is an input device. Let us see how to handle the mouse. Okay. See here, some of the actions are given to handle the mouse. First action is point to an item. You can point to an item using mouse pointer. Okay. And the next action is click. How will you click using mouse button? First you have to point to the item on the screen and press. After that release the left mouse button. Okay. And next right click. Press and release the right mouse button. Okay. Double click means what? Quickly click twice the left mouse button. Okay. And next drag and drop. First point to an item. Then hold that item using left mouse button. And move the pointer. Drop your holded item in the desired position. After that release the mouse button. Okay. Next let us see about various versions of Windows. There are so many versions of Windows available. What are they? First one is Windows 1.x. It was introduced in the year 1985. Its specific features are introduction of GUI, which means graphical user interface in 16-bit processor, and mouse also introduced as an input device. Next Windows 2.x 1987. Microsoft Windows. Its specific features are supports to minimize and maximize windows, and control panel features also introduced. And next, Windows 3.x, Microsoft Windows 1992. Its specific features are introduced the concept of multitasking. It also supported 256 colors, which brought a more modern, colorful look to the interface. And next one is Windows 95, Microsoft Windows 1995. Its specific features are introduced Start button, taskbar, Windows Explorer and Start menu, and introduced 32-bit processor and focused more on multitasking. Next, Windows 98, Microsoft Windows 1998. Integration of the web browser, which means Internet Explorer with the operating system, was introduced. Windows-based games improved. Plug and play feature was introduced. Next, Windows NT, Microsoft Windows. Its specific features are designed to act as servers in the network. Next, Windows ME 2000. It introduced automated system diagnostics and recovery tools. Next one is Windows 2000. Windows 2000 was introduced in the year 2000. Its specific features are served as an operating system for business desktop and laptop systems, and 4 versions of Windows 2000 were released: Professional, Server, Advanced Server and Data Center. So what are the 4 versions of Windows 2000? Professional, Server, Advanced Server, Data Center Server. Next, Windows XP 2001. Its specific features are introduced 16-bit processor and improved Windows appearance with the themes and offered a stable version. Next, Windows Vista 2006. Its specific feature is updated the look and feel of Windows. Next, Windows 7 2009. Its specific features are booting time was improved, introduced new user interfaces like arrow pick, pinning, programs to taskbar, handwriting recognition and Internet Explorer 8. And next, Windows 8 2012. Its specific features are Windows 8 is faster than the previous versions of Windows. Start button was removed. Windows 8 takes better advantages of multi-core processing, solid state drives, which means SSD, touch screen and other alternate input methods. It is served as common platform for mobile and computer. Next version is Windows 10 2015. Its specific features are Start button was added again, multiple desktop, central notification center for app notification and quick actions, Cortana voice activated personal assistant. So these are the various versions of Windows. Next topic is Windows Desktop. Windows Desktop is nothing but the opening screen of Windows. Opening screen of Windows is called Windows Desktop. The desktop shows the start button, taskbar, notification area, date and time. Next, what is icon? Icon is a graphical symbol that represents Windows elements like files, folders, shortcuts, etc. And what do you mean by standard icons? The icons which are available on the desktop by default while installing Windows OS are called standard icons. What are the standard icons? My computer, my documents and recycle bin. Next, shortcut icons. Shortcut icons can be created for any application or file or folder. If you are double clicking the icon, that will be displayed on your computer. And next, disk drive icons. The disk drive icons graphically represent 5 disk drive options. What are they? Hard disk, CD-ROM or DVD drive, pen drive, other removable storage such as mobile, smartphone, tablet, etc. And 5th one is network drives if your system is connected with the other system. Okay. So these are the 5 disk drive options. Okay. Next topic is the window. Window is nothing but the rectangular area in an application or a document. Okay. It is a rectangular area in an application or a document. It displays the information for the specific program. Okay. There are 2 types of windows. What are they? Document window, application window. See here, this is the document window, this is the application window. Next topic is elements of window. These are the elements of windows: title bar, menu bar, scroll bar, workspace, corners and borders. These are the common elements of window. Let us discuss them one by one. Okay. First let us see about title bar. This title bar will display the name of the application and it also displays the name of the document opened. It will also contain minimize, maximize and close button. Okay. And next, menu bar. This is the menu bar. You can see the menu bar under the title bar. Here list of menus available. What are they? File, edit, view, insert, format. These are the menus. Okay. You can access these menus by using Alt key or F10 key. Okay. And the next is scroll bar. By using scroll bar, you can scroll the workspace horizontally or vertically. Okay. You can scroll the workspace using scroll bar. And next one is workspace. This is the workspace. Here you can enter or type the text of your document. Okay. And next one is corners and borders. This corners and borders of window helps to drag and resize the windows. When you are changing the corners, the mouse pointer changes to a double-headed arrow. Okay. The window can be resized by dragging the corners diagonally across the screen. Okay. Next, let us see about start menu. See here, this is the start button. This start button is available in the lower left hand corner. When you click this start button, the start menu will appear. Using the start menu, you can start any application. Okay. See here, this is the taskbar. It is available at the bottom of the screen. This horizontal bar is called taskbar. In this taskbar, start buttons, shortcuts to various programs, minimized programs are available. Next, computer icon. By clicking this computer icon, user can see the disk drivers mounted in the system. In Windows XP and Vista operating system, this icon is called My Computer. In Windows 8 and Windows 10, it is called this PC. Okay. Next topic is starting and closing applications. You can start applications by using two ways. First way is click start button and select all programs option. The program menu will appear on the screen and select the particular application name that you want to open. And second way is from the start menu, you can select run option and type the name of application that you want to open. Okay. If you want to quit an application, click the close button in the upper right corner of the application window. Okay. Otherwise, you can quit application by clicking file, exit or file close option in Windows 7. Okay. Next topic is creating folders. You can create folders using two methods. First method is, first you have to open the computer icon and open any drive where you want to create a folder. For example, if you want to create a folder within disk drive D, select D, or if you want to create folder within the disk drive E, you can select E, and after that select the option file new folder. Okay, click on the file menu and select new and folder option. Okay, when you are selecting these options, a new folder is created with the default name new folder. And next type the name in the folder and next press enter key. The second method is, first in the desktop, right click, select new and select folder option. Okay. When you are selecting these options, a folder appears with the default name new folder. You can type the new name that you want and press enter key. The name of the folder will change. Okay. Next, let us see about creating files. If you want to create a file, first you have to click the start menu and select all programs option. After that, select accessories option and select particular application. Okay. So for example, if you want to create Wattpad file, you have to click start button and select all programs option and select accessories option. After that, select Wattpad. Otherwise, you have to click start button, select run option, type Wattpad in the text box. Okay. After that, click OK button. So Wattpad window will be displayed on the screen. After that, type the contents in the workspace. Next, save the file using File Save option, otherwise keyboard shortcut Ctrl+S. Save as dialog box will be displayed. In that dialog box, select the location where you want to save the file using drop down list box and type the file name in the file name text box. After that, click Save button. Okay. Next topic is finding files and folders. If you want to find the particular file or folder in the computer, you can use two methods. First method is, first click Start button. When you are clicking Start button, the search box appears at the bottom of the Start menu. In that search box, type the name of the file or the folder that you want to search. The files or folders with the specified names will appear on your screen. There is another option is available, see more results. If you click it, it will lead you to search results dialog box where you can click and open that file or the folder. And second method is, click the computer icon from the desktop or from the start menu. The computer disk drive screen will appear on the screen. See the top right corner of that screen. There is a search box option available. Type the name of the file that you want to search. That file will be displayed on your screen. Just click and open that file or folder. Okay. Next topic is opening existing files or folders. You can open the existing files or folders by using two methods. First way is just double click on your folder. Second way is right click using mouse button and select open option. Okay. Next topic is renaming files or folders. You can rename your files or folders by using three methods. First method is using file menu. Select the file or folder that you want to rename and go to the file menu, select rename option. After that, type the new name and press enter key. Second method is using the right mouse button. Select the file or folder that you want to rename and click right mouse button, select rename option. Okay. After that, type the new name and press enter key. And third method is using the left mouse button. Select the file or folder that you want to rename. After that, press F2 button and type the new name and press enter key. Next topic is moving files and folders. You can move files from one place to another place by using two methods. First method is cut paste. First select the file or folder. Next go to the edit menu, select cut option. Otherwise press keyboard shortcut Ctrl+X keys. Otherwise right click using mouse and select cut from the pop-up menu options. If you want to move that file or folder in a new location, go to the new location and click edit menu and paste option. Otherwise click the keyboard shortcuts Ctrl+V keys. Okay. Otherwise right click using mouse and click paste option from the pop-up menu list. The file will be pasted in the new location. Okay. The second method is drag and drop. First select the file or folder that you want to move and click drag the selected file or folder and go to the new location that you want to move that particular file. Drop that file there and release the mouse button. Okay. Now your file or folder will appear on your new area. Okay. Next, copying files and folders. You can copy your files from one place to another place by using two methods. First method is copy and paste. If you want to copy a file from one place to another place, first you have to select the file. After that, go to edit menu and select copy option. Otherwise, press keyboard shortcuts Ctrl+C keys. Otherwise, right click using mouse, select copy option from the pop-up list. After that, go to the new location where you want to paste your file. Now go to the edit menu and select paste option. Otherwise, press keyboard shortcuts Ctrl+V keys. Otherwise, right click using mouse, press paste option from the pop-up menu list. the file or folder will be appears in the new location. Okay, next method is drag and drop. In the disk drive window we have two pans, that is left pan and right pan. In the right pan, select the file that you want to copy. Click and drag the selected file or folder to the folder list on the left and drop it where you want to copy the file and folder. Your folder or file now appear in the new area. Next topic is deleting files and folders. You can delete your file or folder using two ways. First way is, first you have to select the file or folder that you want to delete and then right click the file or folder, select delete option from the pop-up menu list. The second way is, select the file or folder that you want to delete, select file delete option, okay, or click delete key from the keyboard. The file will be deleted and moved to the recycle bin. What is recycle bin? Recycle bin is a special folder to keep the files or folders deleted by the user. So the deleted files and folders will be stored in the recycle bin. Okay. The user cannot access that files and folders that are available in the recycle bin without restoring it. You can restore that files. Okay. If you want to restore file or folder from the recycle bin, you have to first open the recycle bin and then right click on the file or folder to be restored. Select restore option from the pop-up menu list. If you want to restore multiple files or folders, select restore all items options. If you want to delete all the files in the recycle bin, select empty recycle bin option. Okay. Next topic is creating shortcuts on the desktop. When you are creating shortcuts of the application in the desktop, you can easily access that application. Okay. So if you want to create shortcuts on the desktop, first you have to select the file or folder that you want to make shortcut icon on the desktop and right click on the file or folder. Select send option from the shortcut list. After that, select desktop option from the sub menu. Okay. A shortcut of that file or folder will be appears on your desktop. Okay. Next topic is shutting down or logging off your computer. If you want to log off your computer, you have to click on the start button, select log off option. If you want to shut down your computer, you have to click start button and select shutdown option. Okay. Here what do you mean by switch user? If you want to switch to another user account on the computer without closing your programs, then you have to select switch user option. What is the use of log off option? If you want to switch to another user account on the computer after closing all your open programs, then you have to select log off option. So if you want to switch to another user account on the computer without closing your open programs, then you have to select switch user option. After closing all your open programs, then you have to select log off option. Next, lock. If you want to lock the computer while you are away from it, you have to select this option. Okay. And next, restart option, which means reboot the computer. If you want to restart your computer, you have to select this option. Next, sleep option. It puts the computer into low power mode that retains all running programs and open windows in computer memory for a super quick restart. Okay. And next one is Hibernate option. It will be available only laptop computers. Puts the computer into a low power mode after saving all running programs for quick restart. Okay. So this is about Windows operating system. I hope you understand. Thank you, students.